Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, hopefully everyone's doing well, enjoying their day. Real quick, before we get started, I have to, gosh, this is a tough one. On the channel, you guys know me each and every time. Tons of laughs, always having fun, never bring anything serious, no politics, no religion, none of that nonsense, right? No drama. But this one, I had to at least give a quick, just give some love to somebody. One of my patrons, one of my first patrons, and actually one of my first subscribers. Gosh, I'm going back to even when it was truly just me and my family, right? Cousin Nita, my wife, I only had 8 subscribers at the time. One of the first subscribers on my channel was a gentleman by the name of IV. I hate reporting bad news and sad news, but my man IV unfortunately passed away. His family reached out. A lot of his friends and him actually all watched the channel together. And so IV unfortunately lost his life. And it's a sad thing, but we enjoy bourbon. We love bourbon. And it's all about the times that you share with people. IV and I became good friends, virtually over a year and a half, where we truly went back and forth almost each and every week, several times a week. Constant text messages over and over, and that was my man. And it's sad to lose him, but rest his soul. God rest his soul. Cheers, IV, to you, man. We miss you, brother. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into today. Oh, that was a tough one. That was tough. All right, so what are we diving into today? First and foremost, we can go ahead and get into 4Gate. Woo! 4Gate Whiskey Company. See that bad boy? All right, so Memorial Day weekend, out visiting family in Ohio, hanging out with cousin Nita. She's like, hey, let's go down to Louisville. I'm like, all right, well, you got to twist my arm, right? My wife's with me, got the whole family. Sure, let's pop into Louisville. Pop into Louisville. I think it's a place called Westport Whiskey and Spirits. If you ever go to Louisville, make sure you check out Westport Whiskey and Spirits. Phenomenal liquor store, great selection. They have a ton of barrels that they have already picked for their store. And in the back, they have what I love, because I've been there numerous times. They have a tasting room. So cousin Nita and I, we dove into a lot of bourbon that afternoon. Let's just say Mrs. Judge decided to drive home because, well, I couldn't drive anymore. We started to dive into this one here, and I've heard of 4Gate. I'm telling you folks, this is like the new up-and-coming, small batches, but up-and-coming brand, right, in the whiskey world. I've heard of 4Gate. A lot of whiskey tubers really enjoy 4Gate, and I was like, all right, let's get into it. So we end up pouring this one, which this one here I believe is batch 4. So this is an older one from 2019. This is the split stave. We poured it. Cousin Anita and I had that. Holy shit, this is good. Not even good. This is wow, good. So, and I was actually searching really for this one here, and I loved, and I say I love this, So, I made the decision to go and hunt 4Gate, both, not only this bad boy, but this one here as well. So, cool story. I walk into, so we leave Westport Whiskey, walk into Total Wine, outside of Louisville, one of the Total Wines, and I run into a subscriber. Shout out to my man, Nick Cooper. Nick, I appreciate you, man. I walk into the store, and Nick's like, Bourbon Judge. Cool guy, I really appreciate him. Nick was so kind, he actually even helped to pay for part of the bottles as well, so thank you, Nick, for your contribution to the channel. And again, I really do appreciate you as a whole, my man. So I ended up getting these 2, just so you know. This one I love, remember, at Westport and Whiskey. But this is the most recent one that we're going to review today. Batch 12. Heard a lot of great things about it. And I was telling Nick, I was like, man, I got to go and buy both of these. This one because I tried it, and this one because everyone else in the whiskey tube world loves themselves some 4Gate Batch 12, the Kelvin collaboration. Let me get a little bit more of this one because why not? I like it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Woo! That is delicious. All right. So when you think of 4Gate Whiskey Company, who are they? Bourbon Judge, hit me with the facts. So they're not a distillery. They are a whiskey organization, whiskey company, where they, very similar to many in the industry, they're buying small batches, 20, 100,000 barrels, whatever, at a time, blending them together to make some phenomenal bourbons and ryes on the market. They're also partnering with Kelvin, the Kelvin collaboration, or Kelvin Cooperage, I should say. So a lot of people may or may not know, but Kelvin Cooperage, they're like really the creme de la creme of barrel making for the whiskey and bourbon and in the whiskey business. They're partnering with Kelvin Cooperage to really have like very craft and very just unique ways of grabbing some barrels. So what they're doing is they're getting barrels that are toasted barrels that are charred. They're getting some used barrels, some barrels that have been like previous sherry or rum or both, and they're finishing these bourbons in these various different barrels. So very cool things that they're doing. Two men who started this company, who really kind of run it, I should say at least. You have Bob D'Antonio, who's the chief barrel officer. So Bob's obviously in charge of the barrels. And last but not least, you also have Bill Straub, who is Bill is the chief blending officer. So Bill is the one actually responsible for purchasing all of the bourbon locally in Kentucky, purchasing it, blending it, and then obviously between him and Bob, they're working together to really just create some fabulous, and I mean fabulous, collaborations. So, I said enough. We know everything about Foregate now. They're out of Louisville, out of Kentucky. They're not distillers. They're just blending it. They're working with Kelvin Cooperage to make some damn good whiskey, or some may say. I can say this one really is, though. But let's go ahead and get into this batch 12. All right. Bourbon Judge, hit me with the facts. Tell me about batch 12. So a couple of things. This one comes out in 4 states, or really came out in 4 states. So you have Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, and I believe it was also, I think it was Georgia as well. 4 states, but you can also buy it, all their products as well, online at like Silbacks. Let me pour a little of this. Typically, they're a little bit more expensive. They're in that $175 to $200 range. This one here, batch 12, it was $200 on the dot when I found it again at the Total Wine. From a proof standpoint, so batch 12 that came out back in April is 123.7 proof. 123.7. So this is like straight up fire. And when you think about just Foregate as a whole, a lot of hype because they are new and upcoming, so you may not see them a lot of different places. If you live in one of those 4 states, you're probably going to see it. Maybe you live in a different state and they were able to, go to Kentucky, for example, buy some bottles and bring it back to your local state. You might see it and you might be wondering, how good is this company and how good is their whiskey going forward? Like, even if you don't find this one, how good is it going forward? So hopefully today's review will kind of help everybody to know whether or not only if Foregate is here for now, how long are they going to be here? Is it great juice or is it good juice? We'll see. I'll be the judge of that. No pun intended. All right. So from a nose standpoint, I should also say, so this one is a blend of 9-year and 12-year bourbon. You got the 9 years like 75% corn. Oh, that's nice. 13% rye, 12% malted barley. And the 12-year bourbon is 74 corn, 18 rye, 8 malted barley. Oh my gosh, this nose is so nice. So what I love about them, some of my local guys who do a podcast, they had reviewed this and they were like, "This is amazing." And I went to Kentucky and I tried that one. So if that was that amazing, my friends told me that this one was amazing. I just had to go and buy it because I trust those guys, and I trust my own palate as well. So, but we're gonna see how good truly is Foregate Whiskey Company. This is so nice. Last thing I'll say, this is this collaboration only, I should say, is finished in wine, rum, as well as a PX sherry rum finish as well, or rum cask. Oh my gosh, this is so lovely. What I love about this is that Oh man, it's so nice. It's like you get your traditional caramel, your traditional brown sugar. There's some vanilla in there. You also get a little bit of the rum in the background, right? The rum and the sherry. It's very faint, but it's in the background, so some of the berries kind of pop up from that, right? From the wine as well. Some berries, maybe some plum. Oh my gosh, this is so nice on the nose. Damn, this is really, really nice. So I poured the neck pour of this in my infinity bottle. I do that with almost all my bottles, right? I poured the neck pour in my infinity bottle. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that this bad boy is as good as that one. Not only because I spent $200, but I'm hoping that it's as good because I enjoyed the hell out of that one. So it's like, I don't want to be let down. And for all of you out there, I don't want you guys to be let down as well. If you're out there and you see it, hopefully it's one that you're like, you know what, Bourbon Judge was like, this is just, it's all that, right? All right. Folks, I say this each and every week. Cheers, peace, salute. I appreciate everyone out there who watches the channel, everyone who has subscribed. Really appreciate, all my patrons as well who really kind of helped to bring all this to come to fruition. Thank you, each and every one of you out there. From me to you, cheers. Got my little mini glasses. These are the new Bourbon Judge glasses that I recently got and produced. I can't even hold back. Oh my gosh. I can't even hold back. That is so good. Whew! There is something about, there's decent bourbon out there. There's horrible bourbon. There's good bourbon. And then there's just bourbon that takes it to another level. Oh my gosh. This takes it to another level. Let me finish this real quick. And then I'm going to tell you the reason why. I'm going to get into the nose, well, I did the nose. Let me get into the palate and the finish. Just let me get this. Let me get this a little bit more. Oh man. Folks, wow. That is one of the best bourbons, I'm going to call it, that I've ever had. And I don't mean like ever. I mean ever. That is damn good. Why? So, couple things. Number one, everything from the nose transferred to the palate. These gentlemen are doing a phenomenal job of, obviously, not only sourcing, buying great quality bourbon, but they're also doing a great job of finishing it by working with the whole Kelvin cooperage, right? The barrel experts in the industry. And they are finishing it, with this one at least, the sherry, the rum, the wine, it's all in there in the palate. It's a very nice and long, powerful finish. You get tons of caramel, tons of brown sugar. The plum that I had in the nose was there in the palate. Some of the blackberries as well. A little bit of the spice, right, from the rye. A little bit of the spice, like a little bit of pepper. This is so damn good. The last question is, Bourbon Judge, you basically already told me it's a buy, but is it really worth $200? If you can go for it, this is a buy all day, all night, each and every day. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. 4-gate all day. A little expensive, I get it. But Mama told me when I was a little boy, you get what you pay for, right? And this, I'm telling you, is leaps and bounds above a lot of things that are out there. This is damn good. Hey folks, each and every week, peace, cheers, salute. I appreciate everyone out there. Later.